inside his own 10. He'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the SMU Mustangs offense will go to work first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Here's when we see what they do today.
To the air, it's Griffin. Got it set up on the outside. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Power football with the run. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
They're going to ride this running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. Turning it on. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll leave it with him. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. So now on comes the field goal unit. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Between the uprights, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Rams offense will go to work for the first time today. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started on the right thing. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard hits.
Offense scoops it up and still going.
It's so hard to force fumbles. And when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Rams line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll take it on the return. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. They'll go right back to it. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks.
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Now on 1st down from the 43. Leaves it with the running back.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down. And this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Absolutely perfect. The lead is 6 in the 1st. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Going to the running game. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Complete downfield. Gets it on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Knocked down for the tackle. And the Rams want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Rams will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And the returner goes down. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They've had a couple of scoring drives, but man, do they need a touchdown drive. Makes the catch. It's Mendez. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I think one of the most undervalued assets in good quarterback play is the play-action game. Making the run fake honestly and truthfully looking like run. You're fooling the defense, and then you're just making it easier on yourself because you're giving yourself bigger lanes to throw the football into.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You have some success with the bootleg, and now you got the defense on their heels a little bit in this run game because they're not sure who's got the ball. Is it going to be the running back? Is the quarterback booting and keeping it himself? Can you play action, maybe throw it? Nice job, Nick.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That's not Lamar Jackson back there scrambling around. This is a guy the defense felt. If we can get him out of the pocket and flush him, we can get after him and chase him, bring him down. They did that one pretty easy. They didn't get the sack.
He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. And the Mustangs will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions. Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. And the Rams can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the ground from the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. To the ground to try to pick up the first. There we go. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Rams will hustle to the line. Trying to get the edge with the jet sweep. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
When you've got a receiver with his speed, you have got to find ways to get him touches, and I love the creativity offensively, giving him a jet sweep. Just give it to him, let him get outside, use that athleticism to go get some positive yards, and all of a sudden now, that play is going to make the defense start thinking the next time they see him in motion.
Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
To the air on 2nd down. Quickly complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Rams decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the returner will be brought down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Leaves it with the back. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gordon with the ground game left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Hand off from the shotgun. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Punt is in the air. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. Wants to throw on first down. Drag over the middle. It's Tyree. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Dances away to buy time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty kick up there. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Got rid of it just in time. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Rams will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. And you just won't see a more effective punt than that. Out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive breaks into the open. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Mustangs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The give to the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down to the 48. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And the Mustangs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Inside a minute to play here in the first half. Might we get a touchdown before the break after all? Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. They bring him down with the big play. Will move the sticks. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs!
And how big is that for this offense? put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversation.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
On the ground, it's Thomas. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Fort Collins. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Rams now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it out.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. The Rams want to move quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
And the Rams with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. The Rams send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Dropping back, it's Griffin. Gets it to him on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Mustangs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback on the keeper. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And the Mustangs are on the move. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, Dave. I think up front they got to do a better job of getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Grab in the backfield. It's Thomas.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And the Rams will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man to the left. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And man, the tight end just hasn't been a factor all game. No catches. Finally find an opportunity to try to get him open, throw him the football, and the connection still doesn't work. Something about this quarterback-tight end connection today just haven't been on the same page.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on third and long from the 22. Here's the handoff. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. The give to the tailback. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. The Rams racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Going to swing it on second down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Rams will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. So 1st down will open up the final period. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did.
He's getting ahead of steam. He's at touchdown, SMU. And the pummeling has started. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Virginia Tech delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way Logan Thomas, Tyrod Taylor, and the great Michael Vick used to do it. Never know what can happen when 2 good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
What you got? Come on, show him what you got.
Looking for a crease. It's Thomas. There he goes. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Rams are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Hogs it downfield. Finds his man open. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Rams will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Takes the grab on the left. That defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
From the gun, running back gets the give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes it with a gun, the conversion is still going. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. The Rams are on the move. themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Snowed under by the defense.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, and a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
They got a lot of trust in this running back on these big downs to go find a way to get it done. On that 4th down, that is a huge play in this game, and he delivers for his team.
They want to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State.
And finally, man, this offense, they have struggled all day. They've been shut out all game. Finally put a drive together, got some points on the board, got some good mojo. Maybe they can take this into next week. I know it's been a bad day, but sometimes these type of things can carry over.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Give to the running back. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's 1st down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Brings it to the open. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Picks up the 1st down. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Mustangs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Running back searching for a hole. Got it into the red zone. Dragged down at the 18-yard line. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They'll try to run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They go to the ground. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Power football with the run. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. The give to the back. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down? This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness